Alright, we should be live. So, I'm mostly over my cold. Unfortunately, all I have left of it as a major symptom is my horrendous, loud, death rattle cough. So, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to stream. Like, I want to play something, and I don't want to do Nine Souls if I'm not going to stream it. I feel weird playing Magic without streaming it, so we're going to try. You might hear me mute the mic a lot. I'm going to have to grab the button because muting it on the OBS takes a bit longer to get the mouse into position and make sure I'm hitting the right thing to mute it, so I do apologize if I don't get to it in time and you catch some of that because it is loud and obnoxious. Did I not collect my prizes last time? I did not. Yeah, Gates deck kind of fell apart at the end. Alright, fine. Just jump right into it then. But yeah, sorry if I don't mute the mic fast enough and you get some of my terrible, terrible coughing. I sound awful when I cough. I sound like I'm dying. And I actually feel much better aside from that than I have the entire rest of the week, so it's a little on the frustrating side, but alright, let's get into it. Play some Magic, have some fun. Clear my nose real quick. Yeah. Like, there's still a bit of congestion and whatnot, but it's almost entirely the nagging, hacking cough, and it makes me very self-conscious when I'm streaming. I have enough trouble when I can't quite stop clearing my throat, and this is a full-on, loud, nasty cough, so makes me a little more self-conscious than normal. Alright, Tiebinder is fine. Really good if you're against red or green opponents, but only okay otherwise. It's a 2-mana 2-2 that's a little hard to cast. I'm actually kind of inclined to take the Labyrinth Champion. This was a rare and original Theros block, and it's still pretty decent here. Heel Cutter is also very high on my list. It makes blocking a nightmare a lot of the time. Audacity's not terrible, but I'm not going to first pick it. Yeah, I think we just grab the Labyrinth Champion and see if we can do another, like, base red aggro deck like we started with yesterday. Well, there's a Goblin. And there's me muting my mic real quick to save you from that. Goblin Bushwhacker costs 1 mana less if you cast another spell this turn, preferably a creature because of its Enter the Battlefield ability to anthem all of your creatures power-wise and give them haste. Swift Warkite, we got trounced by yesterday in our one loss with our amazing red-white deck. This was a big factor to it, constantly rebuying, like, powerful creatures. Honestly, I think I want the Bushwhacker. There's also an Imposing Sovereign, who is good for making your opponent's creatures stumble and therefore can't block the turn that they get cast. But I think I'd rather stay with the red creature for right now. Fall of the Hammer would also be fine with Labyrinth Champion since it targets the champion, so I could punch something for 2 and deal 2 damage to it also. But I don't think it's worth it to grab just for that. Now I'm inclined to grab the Oath of Gideon here. Bushwhacker buffing the entire team. Oath of Gideon makes 2 1/1s for 3 mana, and then can do other things if you have Planeswalkers. Over the Salvo, no black cards whatsoever. We have a couple of aggressive... Well, we have, like, 2 reasonably aggressive green creatures, a 2-mana 3-2 and a 1-mana 1-1 that's constantly growing. But I think I want Oath of Gideon here. The Laguna Band would also be fine. Did not realize they downgraded Oath to an uncommon. I guess it's an uncommon on the bonus sheet, though, for the Planeswalker theme for the week. Well, there's Chain to the Rocks. As one of my very few removal spells yesterday, it was very good. Basically, if they don't have enchantment removal, it's Swords to Plowshares with no downside, and Swords was already pretty low on the downside aspect. We wouldn't mind picking up Rimrock Knights to target things like our Labyrinth Champion with. And Dragon-Style Twins was fine yesterday too, but the Chain to the Rocks is just such an efficient removal spell. And aside from the Keening Apparition and the 4/4 for 5, the Dryads, Conclave Naturalists, I think. I don't think there are any other enchantment removal. Like, there are a few enchantments that can hit other permanents. So, like, this can get Stasis Snared, I believe. There's a couple of ways to deal with it, but there aren't a ton. Ooh, Ghostblade Eidolon, Ordeal of Purphoros. Gearcrafter is good with the Bushwhacker. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Ordeal here. It's a way to target the champion and possibly other heroic creatures. Also, it's really good with the heroic creatures because it puts the counter on them for them being targeted, and then gives them another counter when they attack. So it's possible to trigger this in the same turn if they already had one counter on them to start with. Do I want the Eidolon or do I want Follow the Hammer this time? A lot of my creatures are going to be little. Follow the Hammer is not amazing. I think I just want the Eidolon. I think the timing on that one might have been tighter than the first one. Yeah, I'm like eating a cough drop right now and it's still not helping. I took cough syrup earlier today. Alright, we're going to pick up the Heel Cutter here over the Artful Maneuver. Artful Maneuver is kind of low impact a lot of the time in heroic decks. Like most of the other heroic cards are a bit better. Swift Reckoning as a removal spell that only works if the opponent can counterattack us, or Emissary. I think I want Emissary. Yeah, they have to have a good attack for the Swift End to work, because it has to be cast on a tapped creature. So it doesn't even work on, like, Vigilance creatures attacking you or anything. Which makes sense because it's a sorcery, and the spell mastery effect is to give it flash, so. Alright, so I could take Trailblazer, but there are a bunch of Trailblazers that can come back. We already have a Heel Cutter. I think I'm grabbing Martial Glory here. There are a few enchantments I would like to be able to get rid of, but I think I can take the fall now. For our champion, potentially, letting it deal 4 damage to a creature, assuming it has no other power boosts. There's our free Laguna Band Trailblazer now. I'm just glancing over at the microphone. Like, the sigh was actually to make sure that the microphone was back on, as it did occur to me, like, turning it on and off kind of rapidly now. Well, not rapidly, but way more than normal. We have the Ordeal. If the Chain to the Rocks does get blown up, we can get it back. I would like to have, like, a Bestow creature or two, though. That one could make it in as a swap for a land or something. We are red-white, though, so I kind of want my lands to come into play untapped. Alright, Hero of Aerois now. We could take Heliod's Pilgrim, It's even better than it was yesterday, because right now it's getting Ordeal of Perforos and... Ooh, excuse me. And Chain to the Rocks, so... It's not terrible, but we might be able to wheel her, so maybe we just take Hero of Aerois now. The hero is okay until he gets started, and then he just rolls people. Like, he's vulnerable for like half a second when he first comes down, and that's it. Did not get the other gear per gear crafter. I kind of want to take this one and see if we can wheel the Knightly Valor, although Sungrace Pegasus is also pretty decent. It's a worse healer's hawk, but there's so many ways we have to enhance it already that it would still be a worthy consideration. Ooh, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad and an Oath of Gideon, but Mom and Dad also make 2 bodies and they're flyers. So, Wild Slash also in the pack. Yeah, if Mom and Dad were not here, I'd probably take the Wild Slash over Oath of Gideon, but I think they're a bit too strong. Tactician now, perhaps? Tactician is nice because we can tap down one of their things and target one of our things to get the heroic trigger, or just tap 2 of our things to get 2 heroic triggers. Excuse me. That one was going to be a short one. I didn't want to mute. Yeah, when I'm muting, I'm just dying, basically. Ooh, an Exquisite Firecraft. So, 4 damage to any target, and if I have Spell Mastery, the damage can't be prevented, right? Oh no, it can't be countered. I mean, still fine. I'm still taking it over the first Witch's Mark, or a Compulsory Rest, because it can go face. Alright, now do we want the Twins over the Manticore? I think the Twins are fine. We have a bunch of ways to randomly enhance them, so Double Strike is going to be huge. Oh, my cough drop is almost gone. 2 mana 3/1 versus... which... minor upside, stops a few card draw effects, but... I think I just want the Artful Maneuver. We have enough heroic creatures now that thinking that, ooh, second Ordeal, first Wild Slash. If I did not have all these heroic creatures, the Wild Slash would be an easy pickup. Because I have all of them, I think I want the Ordeal. Also, this is 8th pick, and there's still 2 premium red cards in the pack, so I'm feeling really good about this deck. There was also the buff a creature and then like +2/+1 and give the rest of your creatures +1/+1. Raptor is okay and a bit more aggro than the 2 mana 2/2, so I think we can take that. Hey. We don't have a ton of naturally 4-power creatures, so I think I just take the Swift End and probably don't run either of them, though. Ooh, we wield the Oath and the Wild Slash and multiple red cards. Okay. I did say I would take the Slash over the Oath, and I'm standing by that. But both of those would be fine additions to the deck. Okay, now we pick up a Ranger for free, essentially. Bunch of pickups that don't super matter. Exerts itself to make a 1/1. 4 damage, but it's either 5 mana or I have to cast another spell, and then it's 2 mana. Might be a messenger over the Manticore. I think. Manticore is decent because of the Embalm, though. Like, the problem with the Manticore is that it's mostly doing, like, 2 to 4 points of damage, and I don't really want to give up one of my 4-power creatures a lot of the time, so it's probably dealing about 2, maybe 3 or 4 damage, and then... But the fact that it can come back if the game drags out and can throw in like another 2 points of damage does push it up in value a bit. Alright, now I kind of want the second Labyrinth Champion over the Hushwing Gryff and the Fall of the Hammer, just to give me this effect again. Make it more likely we can get it. Also, if we ever cast any of the double target spells and hit both of them and get to deal 4 damage, it's going to feel amazing. Just Tactician both of our Labyrinth Champions. Ooh. Ah. Fun stuff. All over the place. On the one hand, we have Mom and Dad and Exquisite Firecraft, so getting this down on turn 2 is not going to be easy. On the other hand, it's incredibly powerful, and we do have multiple creatures that make other creatures, or like 2 creatures on 1 card, so... I think it's close, but I think I do want the Phalanx Leader over the Draconic Roar or the Wild Slash. If it weren't here, I'd probably take the Wild Slash over the other 2, but I think we take the Leader. And this pack has way less for us. I don't know that I'm going to be right. I don't want to run a second one of those. I don't think I want Boulder Salvo at all. I don't know that I want a second one of those. I think I actually legit just want to take the rare here. Like, I don't think any of those are making our deck. Draconic Roar definitely can. We're going to grab that over the Makindi Slide Runner and the Bloodfire Enforcer. Another Ghirapur or another Lagona Band. We have 2 Lagona Bands. I think I want a second Ghirapur. 2 bodies on 1 card is going to be huge for some of the things we have right now, so... Yeah, just adding in another thing that the Phalanx Leader can put 2 counters on for only 1 card seems good. I would not mind another Martial Glory or the 1 red. 2 creatures get +1 power and first strike would be insane right now. Want a red 1-drop, or do we want more removal? I think I want the red 1-drop, but I think it's close. If it were a Wild Slash, something that could go face, I think I'd take another burn spell. Alright, I kind of want the Phalanx Tactics now. Sorry, Boros Guildgate. I want another way to target that also buffs my entire team. Yeah, take a Steward now. Steward is a little weak because if we use it to make the soldier, or the warrior rather, then we have to wait 2 turns before we can attack with both it and the soldier, because it's going to be stunned in the meantime. Wow. I think we were definitely in the right colors at the very least. I think Red-White was super open this draft, where we did a great job of cutting it in pack 1 and everybody got away from it. Later packs. I'm just going to take an uncommon here for set completion. I'm not running any of those. Almost lost my headset there. Yeah, we have 11 cuts to make. I think we have a pretty decent deck overall, so let's break it down into creatures and non-creatures, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Technically 12 because the Oath of Gideon is here to be 2 creatures and literally nothing else. It's 3 mana, make 2 1/1s, which makes it slightly worse gear per gear crafter, but you know, slightly worse is still fine. I think the Artful Maneuver is an easy cut. I'm inclined to cut the 2 Follow the Hammers. So one of the weird, fun things about Follow the Hammer is you can target your own creature to be the victim of the fight also. So like having Labyrinth Champion attempt to punch a Phalanx Leader that already has a counter on it, it wouldn't help much because it would have to have 2 counters on it, and this thing would only be able to have none. So that way, because otherwise it would deal too much damage to it. It would still technically work to deal 2 damage to our opponent's face and Anthem team at the cost of the leader, so. That's not entirely unreasonable, but. Yeah, I think we lose at least one of them. So that leaves us with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, maybe it's both Follow the Hammers. And we have the 2 Ordeal of Purphoros, the Dragon Rage, and the 2 Wild Slashes. Chain to the Rocks can get rid of a very large or a recurring creature pretty easily. And then the Oath of Gideon is actually a creature. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 1 over from where I usually want to be with spells to creature ratio. We might need to cut 1 more, but. Let's maybe make some cuts up here first. The Borderlands Ranger is my least impressive 2-drop. We can probably ditch the Scytheclaw too. It's good for stopping our opponents from interacting, but it also means that our tricks get a lot worse. And we do have a bunch of tricks, so being able to play them defensively is probably worth more. Yeah, we have a lot of 4s, actually. So let's get rid of the Lotus Eye Mystics pretty easily. Messenger. Probably the Emissary, too. Like, these are definitely the 4s I most want out of the group. And a 3/3 Prowess Double Strike when we have all these tricks is probably way too strong to cut relative to the 3/3 Menace for 4 mana, so. I still need 3 cuts. Still need 3 cuts. Wow. Like, the Steward's a really weak 2-drop, but I don't have a ton of 1s and 2s to replace it, so I'm a little leery of missing my 2-drop slot, even if it's a 2-mana 2/2 with an ability. Like, the ability is still fine. And even if the game doesn't go super long, being able to make 1 or 2 bodies will trade off for the loss of damage on the Steward itself a lot of the time. it could be the Ghostblade Eidolon, but I do like having another double strike creature with like the combat tricks that we have, the auras. Like, it still feels like it's worth having. It's possible we lose like one of the Trailblazers, maybe. We have a 1-drop in each, like a 1-drop for each of our colors, so that's not terrible. And they're both heroic creatures. The O4 is really good at holding the ground against other aggro decks until I get my footing and can start like wailing on them. But the Crusader just lets me go wide against other decks faster, so it's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other situation. Alright, if I have to lose one more spell, because I do prefer having 8 as a maximum. I think it's the Draconic Roar. It deals the same amount of damage as the Ordeal of Perforos, but it's not triggering my heroic stuff, unless I'm killing my own guy. And we have the Wild Slashes, the Chain to the Rocks, and the Exquisite Firecraft as removal also. Alright, one more cut. I don't know if I dare go down to 16 land here. We have a lot of stuff to spend our mana on, and a bunch of double mana requirements, so I think that's a little bit reckless. It feels a little bit reckless, but at the same time, we are an aggro deck. If we don't do that, I have to cut, like, one of the more expensive creatures, and I kind of like all of them. Alright, if we die to mana issues, that's my fault for cutting a land there, but we didn't get any Witcher's Marks. Like, I passed the one that we saw, and that would be really helpful for if we do flood out, or if we got particularly mana screwed, so like being able to discard our other spells to go find lands at least. Well, we start on 3, but then we go 3-drop, 4-drop, 4-drop, and they're all powerful, so hopefully we can find... Alright. I don't want to have to cast the tactics early. Good, they're relatively slow to start, but it also looks like they might be a grindy control deck. They did miss, though, so they basically summoned a 2-mana 1/4 and milled themselves 3 cards, so... Unless they have something else that pays them off for the mill, ooh. Now they didn't miss. They have 3 different potent ones to get back, right? Non-creature, non-land, yeah. And they took the Guild Summit for the card advantage. Yeah, I'll just take the one here. Definitely not worth doing anything else about. Alright, so we really need to get them dead quickly. I'm going to start building out our board first. Alright, do they landfall into drawing a card? Yeah, they do. Yeah, let's just play Mom and Dad. I guess I could have attacked for 2 there, like the extra 2, but they're almost definitely blocking. So... Is it 6 mana to bestow? Or 5 right now? It's also 3 mana to fling a Thopter at them, so... Okay. That's fine. Yep. Yeah, it gets rid of one of them. Alright, so definitely 2 in the air. Is it worth it to trade the 2-1 in the Wild Slash for the 1-4? Probably not yet, but I think I will kill the 0-3 if they block here. Oh, they're letting me... I was gonna say they're letting me kill the 1-4 here. Let's just get that off the table. Next turn we can double strike up the 2-2 and dome them for 2, or hit something on the ground for 2. Alright, we'll probably kill the Pilgrim's Eye now, honestly. Yeah, fortunately that can't get a guild gate, so... no extra card draw for them yet. Another Phalagi. Another 1-4. Slash thing that can eat my flyers. Yep. Let's chew through their defenses. They are getting to chunk me for 3 damage a turn with the Dregmangler right now, so... but we'll be able to do some other stuff next turn. Ooh. It's not actually that bad. It did tap them out, so even if they get back a removal spell here, they have to Ordeal of Purphoros onto the Labyrinth Guardian and kill it. And then what are they going to do? Not block the Double Striker? Yep. Exile him. Yep. That dies. Take 6 here, pass the turn. So they kind of have to kill the... oh, okay. Well, fortunately that just puts them dead on board, so... yeah, I assumed they were going to have to kill the Double Striker there, but they went for the giant body to lock down the ground instead, and that did not work out well for them. Alright, want to know. When it goes first, I have a cheap removal spell and an early creature that can start making bodies. The problem is these are all a little medium together, like there's no synergy if I draw the lands. If I don't draw the lands, I'm kind of in a lot of trouble. It's I feel like this is a sad keep, not a mulligan, though. On the draw, so... If we're against another slow deck, it'll be fine, I think. We'll just have plenty of time. Oh, I missed that they were also on a mulligan. Well, now we have the Laguna Band Elder into the Steward, so I think we run that out first. We're not going to Wild Slash, most likely. Yeah. Mildly annoying that they had a 1-3 Flying Haste, though, when I have my 0-4 on the ground, but what are you going to do? Yeah, we might be in a lot of trouble here if they have a decent hand. If they mulligan to a medium hand, though, yeah, it looks like they have a decent hand so far. Yeah, the Storm Chaser Mage represents a lot of damage, and we still haven't drawn our third land, so... And I really don't want to have to Wild Slash my Laguna Band Elder to put, like, damage pressure on them, so... Yep. Okay. That's not terrible here. Do I hit them for 2? I think I make the body, honestly. I think that's how I'm going to win, is I'm going to build out a board, you know, lengthwise, and start growing my whole team. But they're going to have a very tall mage in the air, and I don't think I can stop that anytime soon without Exquisite Firecraft going off. Well, hopefully they go all in on damaging me this turn and have, like, no spells left over afterwards, because... I could save that for the Rimrock Knight, but... did not find my mountain, so that's a little rough. Like, my ground game is pretty solid, but if I could have killed the mage... Ow. Yeah, Mom and Dad are kind of gonna wreck me now. Get in there. Yeah, even if I can draw stuff to target the champion with now, it's going to be too little too late, I think. I don't know, maybe I need to send in with the Steward to deal them 3 extra damage, like, ideally. Yep. If I had drawn the mountain instead of the island, or instead of the plains, rather, a lot earlier, I might have been able to win this, but... now I don't think so. They're gonna kill the Labyrinth champion? Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I definitely should have just attacked with the 3-3 last turn. Yeah, 3 damage is gonna come back to haunt me, I can feel it. Either one of them's gonna be a problem with the Pia and Kirin, but maybe I can find another shock for the Pia and Kirin. I can't find another shock for the Mage, because it only deals 2 damage, so... yeah, if they were at 5 right now, I might actually be able to win this game. getting kind of low, though. They do have to worry about me getting, like, yeah, if I had attacked that one turn with the Steward of Solidarity. I think I called him a mage before. Thinking of this thing. Yep, there's the mark on the Scarred Essence Scatter. Hit me for 2. Ah, and they have the thing for that. Oh. Actually, yeah, that works. So we put the counter here. And then swing with all 3, trigger, kill that. So they can't not block with the Piang Kirin here, which will take them off of having lethal next turn by throwing this thing at me and triggering the Wicked roll post-combat. Alright. Yeah, so if I have just attacked with this 3-3 that other turn, I might have just killed them right there. Oh, they found a rapid hybridization. If I can just find a mountain, that's all I need, is to find a mountain off the top, and I'll be good. Second mountain wins me the game on the spot. Other things might win me the game, but second mountain definitely wins. I mean... Oh, what they can actually do is kill their own guy. Oh, but that won't save them either. Okay. Whew. Almost threw that game by not attacking the one turn with the 3-3, thinking I was going to make a dude, and then it's like, no, that's too much damage to give up since it's a 3-3 now instead of a 2-2. After this game, I think I need to go get some more water. I'm running a little low. Alright, we got a curve again, provided we draw a couple lands. At the very least, we have the Lagona Trailblazer, and we can just ordeal it up if I want to. Now I kind of want... I want to play this out and hope that I just draw the land next turn to gear per Gear Crafter and just keep building out wide. Unfortunately, I did not, so... Go ahead and... get our pressure started, at least. And they even get to drain me one. It hurts a bit. Oh, hey, land, how's it going? You're a little bit late. They'll keep attacking for right now until they, like, stunt my offense, and then I can start making the 1/1s. Right side is all of their guys are little, so if I can get this Labyrinth Champion to stick... Alright, kill their lifelinker. Jam for 5. Ardenvale. Yep. And they get to drain me for 1. That's... I guess it's not super obnoxious. They get to drain me for another one when they cast it, but I should be able to push through it here. Hmm. That's interesting. I think we still jam first and try and... So, this thing dies no matter what. So we just hit this one to keep it alive then. Oh, I can't block her, so I have to attack into her. Yeah, 1/1 Death Touch doesn't do anything against my 3-power Double Striker. Stasis Snare, on the other hand, they decide to not let me untap, and that's probably a good idea. There's no reason to think that that's going to go well for you here. Alright, poke damage in the air. They are attacking with that thing. That's actually terrifying. Because they're going to sack it to kill my other thing. Okay. Nope, that's fair. Well, they've drawn removal every other turn. Let's see if they can do it one more time. I haven't killed any of their enchantment removal, right? So they can just buy back one of their ground guys? Yep. Oh, that's neat. They get to take... Oh, no, they can't, because it's 3 or higher casting cost. And then they take 4 in the air and die regardless. Yeah, even if they could have taken my spell, I still had them dead on board. Alright, let me go grab some more water. I'll be right back. Alright. Put my headset back on. Let's claim our daily reward. Got some more cough drops while I was out in the kitchen, so popping up one of these in. Watching this on YouTube, I probably didn't edit out that one because it should have been relatively quick. And the process of editing out the little blank space of sound is mildly more arduous than you would think it would be. I guess it's because I'm just using the editor on YouTube itself to edit the video, because I don't have, like, even free software for that. Oh man, I have to beat a Mythic player. It shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, it's a little bit more obnoxious. Like, if I have a decent enough gap, like, it's not that hard to edit out, but like a smaller one is actually more obnoxious because of the way you have to position the bars that clip what part of it's actually getting edited out at the time. Alright, so that's just a 2-2 on the ground. I don't have to interact with it at all right now, so I'm not going to. Also, they seem to be 4+ color, no gates, so... Excuse me. Alright, that thing's a bit more of a problem. Ah. Hello, Phalanx Leader. Thank you for showing up. Your presence is most welcome. Stab wound. Well, I want to put a 1/1 counter on each of my other creatures. I think that I do. I think that that is worth it. And now I have a 2/1 until end of turn. Yep. So their attack isn't even that good. Alright, jamming for 2. That's what I have right now. At least we have a couple mana sinks in like the whatchamacallits, the higher casting cost bestow creatures, but so right now they can only kill one of my creatures here. Unless they do something cool first. Yep. That's a giant-ass reach creature. And I've just drawn more planes. Like, planes is literally the worst possible draw here. Alright. How much is he a monstrous? 7? 1, 2. I hate these lands for trying to count how many they have. 4, 5, 6. So if they play a land next turn, I have to play lands out. I have no discard for value ones, and yeah, these lands stack up so weird because they have no borders. Okay. It's taken 2. Well, you are tardy to this party, but I'll take it at this juncture. Alright, so my blocks are going to be awkward next turn because this is going to be an 8-9. So we just attack into it now. Yep. Because we currently have 6 points of burn in our hand, which sadly still leaves me a point of damage short of killing them. Not gonna lie, a little surprised they did that. Oh, they just have infinite removal. Okay, my guys are all dead. They have a nice clear board. I'm gonna have to slash the... Right, because this is gonna be 8 power, so if I take 6 here and go to 12... it's close, but I don't think I can... Like, the math changes only a little bit when they monstrous it, but... If I take the extra 2 now, then they don't have to monster it in its 3 turns, so... And another plane's basically just killed us, like, there's nothing I'm gonna do now. I need to draw Chain to the Rocks, and they need to have nothing else. And I might still be able to win this. Oh. Well, Mom and Dad certainly don't hurt here, because they don't have Trample, and that's 3 bodies in a trench coat, so... Oh, there's their courier's briefcase. They got a basic land last time, right? But they do have all the gates in here? Okay. Sure. Well, once again, Chandra's parents are dead. Timeline has been restored. Amupia just refusing to actually be dead all the time. Alright. We have time, but we certainly do not have a winning board position right now. Okay. 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 Again, not actually dead. This is a sorcery, right? So... but very, very close to it. Yeah, Chain to the Rocks doesn't even save us. Both of their guys are giant, potentially. Alright, we've dragged this out long enough. Yeah, I drew 10 lands that game, and they also drew a lot of lands, but they searched for at least one of them, maybe two of them, and they drew a lot more cards than me. So... alright, they drew 3 more cards than me and searched for one of them. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I have 10. So yeah. They drew 1 more land than me naturally and searched for one with their 2/2 guy, so... Sorry, I scraped the microphone reaching for the button there. Trust me, it's the better of the 2 sounds, though. Alright. On to the next one. Opponent goes first. I think I'm going to run out the Crusader this time, since I'm not going to target the Lagona Band anytime soon. I say as I draw a spell that can target both the Crowan Crusader and the Lagona Band. Ooh. Yeah, let's just curve out with Heroic Creatures for right this second. I don't feel like trading my 1/1 that makes 1/1s for their 2/1 that comes back as a 2/1 once. Hellbound Lich is annoying. Okay. Well, I do like seeing no attacks from them. So I think I attack for 1 here and prepare to Martial Glory the token for the toughness and one of my other creatures for the power just to build out my board. Okay. They can still attack me for 2 and untap the 2/1. But since they didn't make me do anything, now I can still hold off the Tomebound Lich if it wants to rumble, and the 0/4 is now blocking their 2/1s forever, so... Okay, that's just a lie, because I actually have to cast it on the Hero of Erois to pull that one off. The bright side to this, though, is if this works, I could kill the Tomebound Lich on attacks, but I have to get the counter onto one of my other guys first. And I prefer to do that while they're tapped out. Embalm is a sorcery, right? Yeah. It's old enough that I could see it having been an instant, but... If I attack with anything else, they're probably going to block with their 2-1, not their Lich, I would imagine, so... I do feel like trading 1 damage for 2 damage benefits me in the long run. They might block now because they have all their mana available. And they have a trick that will blow my trick out. They're thinking about it too. Honestly, if they block, I might just go to damage at that point. And trade my 1-1 for their 2-1 flyer. Or make them pull the trigger first. Making them pull the trigger first definitely feels like I'm winning that game. So now the Lich wants to rumble. No? Okay. You know, this is still fine. That might be mildly problematic. We'll have to see what they milled. Oh, they milled Sanitarium, Skeleton, and their guy got a counter because they milled 3 creatures. Debating now if I want to Wild Slash the Zephyr Winder or not. Not yet. Let's go to my turn. Alright, there's my mountain, finally. Trading 1 for 2, for as long as possible. Alright, do I run the Dragon-style twins into a combat, or into Essence Scatter, rather, or do I hold up my combat tricks? I think this is a hold up the combat tricks. I feel like they have Essence Scatter. So let's see if they attack with anybody else. It's just not that problematic. Like, I want to kill it because I'm taking all this damage, but at the same time, it's just not that problematic. If they played a 2 toughness flyer, I would be in way more trouble than I am right now, so. They're just leaving up all of their mana. Keep getting in for the poke damage. Are they finally ready to pull the trigger? Nope. Okay. Alright. Now if they want to counter my guy, at least I have the Wild Slash still available. Alright. They might still just have a kill spell for him. Like an Ob Nixilis' Cruelty or something that they've been sandbagging. Yeah, Okay. Yeah. That just happens. Alright. So, if I Martial Glory, buff the Hero of Aerois, and... buff his power, and... somebody else's toughness. Then we can slap the Ordeal on him also and kill the... Lich and just get in for a bunch of damage. So I think that's what I'm doing. I need to do it pre-combat so he has the counters on him. So we need to give... I guess we give this power and him toughness then? Kill the Lich. Sure. I do appreciate seeing them chump with the high toughness creature. Okay. Yeah, okay, now that they have the 4/4 flyer, I'm content to kill the 2/1 there. Drawing the planes is not ideal here. Because I can just pull back the skeleton at any time. Yeah, this is a little unfortunate now. Because I only have the Hero of Aerois as a decent attacker. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this one now. Getting rid of the Lich was definitely a huge thing towards actually getting me where I needed to be, but... I don't think it was wrong to take 2 from the flyer that whole time, but now the larger flyer is just going to be an issue. You have, like, all of these bodies and nothing to do with any of them, so... I kind of need Pia and Kieran or Chain to the Rocks at least to hold off the flying creature. We have another cruelty. Sure. Oh, that sucks a little bit. Not that much, though. Like, the 4/4 flyer is the issue, so... Yep, we take it once, and if they have anything else... They have the Scorpion or something? Scorpion kills me outright, so... Nope, but that is another deadly flyer. Oh. Nope, okay. Yeah, that thing isn't even an issue here, but the second flyer, I'm kind of surprised they did not bestow either of those. Like, they couldn't mana-wise cast both of them, but I'm really surprised they did not, like, bestow the flyer onto, like, their other guy, just to give them another lethal flying threat there. I guess it was to go wide enough to block all of my creatures just in case I had something, but... Yeah, as it turns out, killing the 2/1 flyer way back when would have gotten me a little extra life buffer, just a little bit though. Like maybe one more turn to draw. Alright, opponent goes first, but I kind of like where this hand is at. Would like to see another Plains, but... meantime, this is fine. Get scattered. They thought about it. Where they have an instant that doesn't require a target, but I'm pretty sure they thought about Essence scattering my guy. Rude. Do I need to chain the 3-power creature to the rocks to buy myself time? With the hand I currently have, I think I actually do. I could Bushwhack, but that's only for 3 damage. Oh no, other creatures you control. It's only for 2 damage, never mind. Like, I can deal with that thing relatively easily later on, but I'm gonna take like 6 damage in the air before I can at this point, so... Alright, so they target my guy. I respond by exerting it. Make my 1/1. The problem is that they're not blocking regardless, so... But I can't cast the double white spell. Casting this guy doesn't help all that much. So I guess we just dash in our Heel Cutter and get in for 4 real quick. Yeah. There was a tiny bit of temptation to make it so that my guy couldn't block and just let them block and hope they didn't have like a 1-mana trick there. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna lose in the air. I have nothing to deal with anything that's currently happening to me. Oh, mana base was shaky. That's on me. I can't even run anything out if they don't block. Like, what am I doing? Casting him? God, that's so frustrating. Alright, they only have 2 cards in their hand. Yeah, there's no way they're blocking there, but at the same time, I kind of have to do something to put pressure on them. I'm taking 7 this turn, and any further board development is basically a death sentence, so... Left a card on top. Yeah, anything that adds to the board here is going to kill me. Alright. They've been representing, like, a counterspell this whole time. Or some kind of interaction, but they've had priority every single time I've cast something, so... Yep. Alright, let's put him to 9. We have the Heel Cutter. That puts me to 1. That does not kill me. If the card in their hand has no interaction and I top deck a land, we win. Come on, land. No interaction from them and a land off the top. They still have priority, so they have a spell they can cast. Alright, it is a land, so red and 1, 2. Dash me a heel cutter. If it's another Ardenvale Tactician, we're just dead, so... Alright, I got to go to combat. You can't block. That does not save them, right? Because they can block one of these two, and then it's 2, 3, 4... Yeah, okay, we're good. So they block the 4-power one, and then we Martial Glory here and anywhere else. Whew, so close to dying there. So, incredibly close to dying there. You can't give up hope just because it's hopeless. You have to hope even harder and cover your ears and go, la la la, I can't hear you. Okay, now we get the reverse of play against the Mythic player, where now this person has gotten horribly paired up and has to win. It's fine, I believe in them. They've totally got this one. They might not, actually. This is a decent hand. Like, I can even go 2, 3, 4 on the curve if I want to. Or I can build out my board by exerting my guy and trying to get value out of the Tactician, targeting my own thing, plus their thing. Let's put the planes back. Ooh, and they had to mulligan? Well, if I flood out, they'll be fine, but... Oof. Oof. Big oof. Not need another planes there. Yeah, I'll offer the trade. They're not taking it. I don't think. Oh. Deal. Sold. Alright. Go get him 2-3 flyer. I did not expect them to trade there, honestly. Alright. Well, things are not looking good for them right now, because... if I really wanted to, I could put a ton of damage. What is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is dangerously close to lethal there. I don't think I'm supposed to go for it, but that is dangerously close to lethal. And now they are dead to the Wild Slash or Phalanx Tactics on my guy. Yeah, they just did not have a good draw at all. They mulliganed, and I'm guessing they're either missing colors, like they're supposed to be a 4 or 5 color deck. Or they were just stuck on lands in general. But they did play a swamp there and then cast a 4-drop, so... sorry, opponent. Fancy. Alright, we made it to 5 wins, so... 4 wins is my minimum for a success, so... 5 wins is just great. Like, 3's not terrible, but once you hit 4, you're essentially at break-even. Like, being down 100 gems and up your cards and your prize packs is... pretty much break-even at that point, if not a little bit ahead. Nothing but 3-drop creatures in my hand. Alright. Suppose we play the mountain first? Not that it super matters. Oh no. We play the plains first, because if we draw plains next turn, I guess it still doesn't matter. If I were on the draw, it's definitely plains, because there's a world where I hit the turn 2 Phalanx Leader into my 3-drops. Okay, we did not miss on our land, so... Also, we are against the Red-White Mirror. Well, that's a Boros Reckoner. Hello, Emily. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? Alright, Boros Reckoner. Well, I do reckon that is a problem. Hopefully we can just go around it, because we're not going to get to go through it if we don't draw Chain to the Rocks anytime soon. Into Mom and Dad. And I do not have my mom and dad. I need my mom or my dad. Need somebody. Alright, actually, hang on. First things first. Let's jam out. See how they block. I am going to kill Kia, Impera, and Nalaar if they don't... Oh, they're going to trade off for the ground guys? Alright. In that case... extra power. Extra toughness. Heal them 5. Take out all their tokens. Now that they don't have any tokens, Pia and Kirin are a lot less scary. Yep, just gonna take the damage. Nothing past the game that we're playing right now, no. Ooh, okay. They have twins, I have twins. Or I can just run out the Gideons. Run out the Gideons and put the Ordeal on one of the flyers. We'll take 3 in the air this turn. We have blockers for their ground. Yeah, seems fine. It definitely feels like they have stuff also. I don't think I'm just supposed to run out Dragon-style twins onto this board. Alright, so block Mom and Dad, block the twins, take 3 from the Reckoner, save Mom and Dad probably. Oh, and deal me 3 extra damage? Sure. Okay. It's fine. It's 3, 4, 5. I don't think that's quite good enough. Alright, so we run out our twins. Their land. Hit them for 3 in the air. Or 4 in the air. I knew what I meant. And just try to not die this turn. Knightly Valor. Doesn't doesn't kill me, though, is the thing. Like, I still get to block Mom and Dad, block the double striker, and take 3. So as long as they don't have +3/+0 this turn, again, they have +3/+0 again. Of course they do. Yeah, that's exactly what they have. Alright, well. Good game. If I had drawn a mountain instead of a plains, we would have won that, because we would have been able to kill Pia and Kieran in response to Knightly Valor. And then they would have lost in the air the next turn. Right, because it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So if we had drawn a mountain instead, we can Wild Slash the Pia and Kieran there. Because they have to put it on them or they don't have 3 lethal threats. And then I would have just enough blockers. Alright, well, let's claim our prizes then. Alright, so... do I want to do another one with how I'm feeling right now? I think I'm going to take a bit of a break, come back in a little while, maybe play some more, maybe we'll switch over to 9 Souls, but I think that's going to do it for me for right now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.